Hello everyone, this is StrawberryShorty back with my sweet Stalker, and you may have noticed we're on a weird screen. This is the mini-game screen, where you play a roulette thing to get points, and I've just kind of been doing this while waiting to start recording. And every time you do it, you can watch an ad to triple the points, and then you'll get an ad for one of their other games. And I had to show this ad off, because, like, seriously, they look like 8-year-olds, especially the blonde and the black-haired one. There's two games, this one and some magical one, where I swear they look like 8-year-olds. Like, it's a bit weird. But anyway, let's get back to the game. I just got that ad by chance and had to show it off. I stare at Tatsumi in shock. She's right. There's no way Kimiko should have been able to find me. Yet she did. It's really lively music. I'm investigating this case, and you didn't even tell me the truth until just now. It would be easy for me to assume you're simply careless. Hey! But under the circumstances, I can't. All evidence suggests you guard your secret well. Even my family doesn't know. I've only ever told May. And me. Well, yeah, now. I'm curious, why did you finally decide to tell me? Was it just because you thought it might be important to the case? She leans back with a slight smirk. The sight is strangely alluring. I certainly hope you don't think it'll win you any favors. Why would it? It should make you dislike him more. I hesitate. Why did I finally decide to tell her? What gave me that final push? What should I say? Because I trust you, or it's for the case? I mean, I feel like it was for the case, but I'll say because I trust you. Because I trust you. Her eyes widen. I wasn't sure about you before, but now that I've gotten to know you, I trust you with the truth. Our relationship hasn't exactly been the smoothest. Relationship? Is that what we have? Stop. She jabs her finger at my chest. That's exactly what I'm talking about. You mean because you're always yelling at me? Her cheeks flush and she looks away. I suppose so, yes. It's true that on the surface, Tatsumi's attitude hardly builds trust. Yet there's something else there too, a sweeter, more caring side. I can tell you aren't as prickly as you pretend. Excuse me? When we go back and forth at each other, I think you enjoy it just as much as I do. That's a ridiculous thing to assume. Nevertheless, she's blushing. I know you're a good person and a devoted detective too, so I shrug. I really feel like I can be honest with you, but I'm still not going to tell you about that message I got. Nope, picked the wrong button. She folds her arms. No, she doesn't. I suppose you don't have to fear judgment from someone who has already judged you. She's got me there. Well, now that I've told you my secret, you have to tell me a juicy secret of your own. I thought we were going to start suspecting May, but we kind of just sidetracked. Tatsumi's eyes widen. Says who? Those are the rules of secret sharing. That's absurd. Besides, I don't have any deep dark secrets to share. Come on, I told you my embarrassing secret, yet you won't share anything in return. How is that an embarrassing secret? You run a support blog. That's a nice secret. It's like I also volunteer at a homeless shelter and give food to the needy and all that. I pout. You run an advice network. You call that embarrassing? Exactly. Yes. My ears burn. It's so lame. What college guy gives advice as a hobby? I don't know why he thinks that's lame. She stares at me and snorts. Come on, you don't have an embarrassing crush or something like that? I watch her face light up suddenly. Well, I... Nailed it. Hmm? She's really getting flustered now. Actually, it said she's really getting flustered. Wow. You do? Who is it? Is it me? I tease her, but watch her beginning to fidget nervously. They forgot a comma and beginning is spelled wrong. She's clamming up right now. It's pretty cute. Shut up, I'm not telling. What are you getting nervous about? Having a crush isn't that embarrassing. I'm supposed to be the tough detective with no time for romance. I see, she doesn't want to look weak. So you better not tell anyone. I hold my hands up laughing. Fine. It's hard to imagine Tatsumi liking anyone. Well, if it ain't me, and it ain't one of the girls, the only other person it could be is Yuta. Do you know Yuta? I wonder who she likes. She startles me from my thoughts by reaching out and touching my hand. Anyway, I'm glad you trust me. Her fingers are warm against my skin, and she blushes slightly as our gazes meet. Who are you, and what have you done with Tatsumi? She pulls her hand back. Fine, no more sentimental moments for you. Give me another chance. Nope, you ruined it. Despite her harsh words, she's laughing, and I start laughing too. A sort of comforting familiarity has built up between us, like we've known each other forever. Getting back to the matter at hand, I have another question for you. Whoa, action music again. What is it? Has anything like this ever happened before? Not a stalker necessarily, but threats sent because of your advice account. Yes, actually, it happened once before. Way to hide that from me. Tell me about it. I haven't thought about this incident in a long time. It was an anonymous request from a student struggling with their classes. Oh my gosh, like Yuta? They'd always been popular in high school, but suddenly they felt insignificant. Like Yuta. Like the things that mattered in high school were no longer important. They said they'd started feeling jealous of their friend who was doing well and didn't know how to handle it. It's freaking Yuta. What did you say? I gave them general advice on how to improve their study habits. I also tried to encourage them not to be resentful of their friend. And they disliked your advice so much it turned violent? Yeah, they were furious. They started saying I didn't understand that I'd pay for giving such awful advice. It was like they took my attempt to help as an insult. What happened? Nothing. I blocked their account and never heard from them again. And then they, Yuta, saw us on the account on our phone, and now they're doing all this. And then, because they're also jealous because of Shiki. And then you carried on as usual, no concerns, no doubts. I considered quitting. Really? She seemed startled. It started to get under my skin, you know? I gave advice and the person reacted that badly. Maybe I wasn't as good at giving advice as everyone said. It was the first time I'd ever failed. Even now, it's my biggest disappointment. I understand. Her voice was quiet as if she's recalling something from her own experiences. Then I realized even though I failed that one time, I was helping people, lots of people. I decided I'll try my best to never let it happen again. Until Kimiko came along. Her lips twitch. I suppose you have me there. I'm the same way. Anyway, the person didn't know who I really was until they saw my phone in class a few weeks ago. The threats were scary, but there was no way they could carry them out. Which is how I expected things to work out with Kimiko until the fire. I see. That was the only major incident before this one. Has anyone ever tried to find out your identity? Sure, once or twice, but they can't. At least they shouldn't be able to. Yet somehow Kimiko was able to get that information. Right. I'll need some time to figure out what this might mean. If anything else happens, let me know. I will. I'm getting too good at figuring out these plots because I'm like 99% sure it's Yuta. All day long I kept looking over my shoulder. How did Kimiko find out who I am? What will she do next? I get out my phone and look at the last message I received from Kimiko. I wonder if I asked, would she tell me? Any amount of contact with her is dangerous, but it suddenly seems oddly appealing. What should I do? Text Kimiko. Don't do it. I mean, I'd be for texting her if we were texting her something useful, but we're not. So I'm going to say don't do it. I put my phone away and shake my head. What was I thinking? Contacting your stalker seems like the worst idea possible. She probably wouldn't tell me anything useful anyway. For the rest of the day, I puzzle over the mystery of how Kimiko found me. Welcome back, Shorty. Sorry I'm late. I hope I didn't worry you. I took an even more convoluted route home than usual, thanks to my paranoia. I kept thinking I was being watched. Even still. I stayed out in the open longer just because a part of me wanted to. You missed dinner, but I saved some for you. Aw, you didn't have to do that. Consider it a special treat. She winks and saunters out of the living room. I take a moment to stretch and jump as I see I'm not alone. Hey, Shiki, I didn't even realize you were there. She nods. I guess that was pretty obvious already. Where's Tatsumi? Shiki silently points towards the stairs. Working on the case? She nods again. She's being so quiet. I can picture Tatsumi staring intently at her computer or notebook as she works. It makes my heart skip a beat. She really wants to help me. I sure hope she comes up with some answers soon. Get another nod from Shiki. Okay, this is getting weird. Shiki is always quiet, but she seems even more withdrawn than usual. Are you okay? She shakes her head. Then what's wrong? Nothing. Something is definitely wrong. I walk over and sit down next to her on the couch. Something bothering you? She lowers her gaze. I'm always there for you, remember? No, but not always here for you, just always there for you. Yes. So what's wrong? Her shoulders droop. Wish she wasn't here. Her voice is so quiet I can barely make out her words. Wait, does she mean Tatsumi? She nods. Not sure I've ever seen a comma on any of these. Whoa. I thought Shiki would be more comfortable with her sister here, but maybe not. There's definitely more going on between them than I realized. Maybe Shiki will finally open up to me if I ask her. What should I say? You can confide in me or it'll be over soon. I want to confide because I want backstory. You can confide in me. She hesitates. Maybe teasing her a little will draw her out of her shell. I'm not sure I believe that was someone like her. What, you'd like it better if it was just me and you? That draws a blush from her. Maybe. I laugh and squeeze her shoulder. Are you saying we should run away together? It would be nice. Her reaction startles me so much I can't even find the words. Wait, is she serious? I feel my heart pound nearly out of my chest. I abruptly realize how close we are. We're not really alone with May in the other room, but my heart races anyway. then I'd be free. Free? She sighs and drops her gaze again. Tatsumi's always around, watching me, watching everything I do, telling me what's safe. She falls silent, but now things are starting to make sense. Tatsumi always makes sure Shiki is protected. I don't know why it keeps doing that. I thought it was sweet, but to Shiki, maybe it feels controlling. You know she just wants to protect you, right? Everyone says that. She leans against me, her gaze distant, and I put my arm around her. Ever since we were kids, I was always so quiet, especially after our parents died. I nearly choke at her words. I had no idea. It was a fire. What? I'm so sorry, I had no idea. I was trapped. Tatsumi pulled me out of the flames. But she was too late to save our parents. A fire that claimed their parents' lives. I wonder if that's why Tatsumi became a detective. Her gaze grows distant. Tatsumi changed after that. Always watching out for me. Always deciding what I can do. Even college. She found a school close enough for me to stay with her. And I was too weak to say anything. Shiki, their lives sound so hard. I can't help but pull her into a tight hug. That wasn't completely bad, was it? After all, you met me. She giggles quietly. It's a beautiful sound. True, and I'm so grateful that I did. I hold her a moment longer. I wish I could take away all of her pain. All this time, maybe she's been waiting for someone to rescue her. Tatsumi is so assertive. I fade into the background and she gets her way. Always. I think about the photo of them in Tatsumi's office and pull back to look into Shiki's eyes. You need to talk to your sister about this. But she loves you, I'm sure of it. If she knew how you really felt, she wouldn't do any of those things. She's not trying to hurt you. Shiki bites her lip. And if the conversation goes badly, we'll just run away together. She manages a smile. Okay, thank you, Shorty. I give her one last squeeze before letting go. You have no idea how important you are to me, Shorty. Her face lights up before she looks away shyly. I have to catch my breath as I hear her words. Am I really that important to Shiki? I guess I'm the only one in her life that actually listens to her. I'm glad to hear that. I smile softly. There's one more thing. What is it? She squirms and covers her face. It's an opportunity. She seems really nervous. She takes a breath to speak. I knew someone was going to interrupt us. Shorty, I need to talk to you. Both of us jump at the sound of Tatsumi's voice. She glances between the two of us and her eyebrows twitch. Shiki moves away from me. I suddenly notice that her face looks pale. Shiki, are you feeling okay? I'm suddenly feeling really good. When I scan over her face, I can tell she is serious. She's not just trying to get away from Tatsumi. Wait, did she not say she was feeling really good? I'm gonna try checking the log and hope it doesn't spoil anything. Wait. Oh my gosh, the log button. Does it trust you? At least it seems like the actual log. Oh my gosh. No, it seems like it's getting into spoilers again. Oh well. But I could swear she said that. Someone look back at the VOD and tell me. Please go lay down. Shiki nods. Please don't forget to eat dinner. It was really good. I won't. Even when she's sick, she's thinking of me. Shiki is so kind. She flees the room. Talk about timing. Tatsumi, you... Never mind, I need to talk to you alone anyway. When I think about how sad Shiki was, I can't even bring myself to flirt. Your sister is... Enough about Shiki for a minute. What? This is important. My heart leaps. Did you figure something out? She sits down alongside me, surprisingly close. Is she going to suspect me? Her shoulder brushes mine and I draw a sharp breath. I thought through what you told me and I see 3 possibilities. About how Kimiko learned your identity. She folds her arms. You might not like what I'm about to say, but you have to listen. You hired me, after all. She's going to suspect me. The first possibility is that someone close to you told Kimiko who you are. What? But the only person who knows is May. She has no reason to tell Kimiko anything. You can't seriously be suggesting. Tatsumi scowls. Didn't I just say you should listen even if you don't like it? This is only the first theory anyway. Well, it's obviously wrong. She rolls her eyes. Let's hear the others. Then you'll like this one even less. How could you possibly come up with an even worse theory than that? May is Kimiko. The second possibility is that Kimiko is someone you know. Huh? You don't even know if Kimiko is her real name. She might be someone close to you, close enough to recognize you from your messages. All you've been going off of is a profile picture that could be someone else entirely. I am kind of wondering if we'll actually run into Kimiko and it's some random girl. who has no idea who we are. Because I don't want to believe they'd waste that really cute sprite. It sounds crazy, but could it actually be true? Like Yuta's little sister. For some reason, the thought of it being someone else gives me mixed emotions. Did a part of me want a cute girl like Kimiko after me? She's after a lot of people. What should I say? Then why not trick me, recognize me, how? I'll say then why not trick me. I'm not entirely sure what he means by that. Then why not trick me? In what way? That's exactly what I was wondering. Suppose Kimiko was, I don't know, you. Her eyebrows shoot up and she scoffs. As if I'd ever become obsessed with you. Maybe you just hide it well. Get on with it. Okay, if you were secretly Kimiko, you could just ask me to go somewhere with you. Even a casual acquaintance could probably pull it off. She wouldn't need to go through all of this if she already knew me, unless it's Yuta and she wants to make me uncomfortable. Yuta wants to hurt me out of revenge, and also get me away from Shiki because he likes Shiki. You have a point. She rubs her chin, her gaze troubled. This theory doesn't seem very likely, to be honest. My friends would never betray me. Yuta would, I'm telling you, it's Yuta. You took it better than I expected. That's because it seems so implausible. And I know them all well enough to know it simply isn't them. What's the third theory? My third theory is the simplest. You won't like it, but maybe you'll prefer it to the other options. Great. Why are all of her theories things I won't like? Fine. Lay it on me. The third possibility is that you simply let your identity slip without realizing it. I think options 2 and 3 are the same one. What? No, wait. I'm always careful. It has to be one of them. She glares at me. It could be a hacker. Kimiko lends your identity even though you kept it a secret. Either someone betrayed you, Kimiko was close to you, or you let your own secret out. I think it's both 2 and 3. One of these things must be true. I dislike Tatsumi's theories, but she's right. It has to be one of them. But which is the most likely? And what was Shiki trying to say before Tatsumi interrupted? Was Yuta trying to flirt with her again? I think I would go with option 3. Oh, we get all 3 of them now. And look, I guess that's supposed to be Tatsumi's Yandere face. So, I'm doubling down on the Yuta theory. My sweet sadistic sister. It's a shame because I like the character designs here, especially the ponytail girl, but I don't know. Like, it's probably a stepsister thing, but I don't need a sadistic sister thing going on. Unless none of these are the sister and the sister just exists separately. But I still don't want to deal with that. I sit alone in the living room, haunted by Tatsumi's revelation. She left to do more work on the case, but I can't move. Either I've been betrayed, Kimiko is someone close to me, or I let my own secret slip. I want to believe it's the third possibility, but how could I be so careless? And even if that's true, would that mean Kimiko was close enough to me to find out? None of the possibilities are good. I look down at my phone. I have a message. Is it from Yuta? Don't trust her. I blink in confusion. Trust who? She's the only one trying to hurt people. She can hear us! Why did I just receive this message now? Here's your dinner, Shorty. Oh, they're trying to make it seem like it's May. My head snaps up. Huh? Dinner! May holds out a plate of food to me with a bright smile. My stomach turns after reading the message. I shake my head trying to snap out of it. I'm sorry, I don't have much of an appetite right now. But you always love my cooking. I know. I made it just for you. Man, she's persistent. I really appreciate that, but what happened? Her eyes narrow and she glances back over her shoulder. Did Tatsumi say something to upset you? I never realized how protective May was over me before. What should I say? Yeah, she did. It's not her fault. It's not her fault. It's not her fault. May raises her eyebrows. It isn't. I don't want May to get the wrong idea about what happened. It's the case. That's what has me upset. What did she say? She said... I hesitate. Maybe it's not a good idea to spread Tatsumi's theories. Especially if No, I can't get paranoid. Just that it'll take a lot more work to stop Kimiko, that's all. I decided to leave out the bit about the message. It'll just freak her out more. Or am I trying to protect Kimiko? Her message was trying to help me after all. No, it wasn't. May sighs. Are you sure you're not hungry? I could need a bite right now, sorry. It's okay, I'll put your food in the fridge in case you change your mind. Thanks. She seems disappointed as she trudges out of the room with my plate. It's not like I want to miss one of her delicious meals, but I really can't eat right now. I cannot but wonder what it would be like to be married to May. It's a bit random. What am I thinking all of a sudden? I have to focus on the case. There must be a fourth possibility Tatsumi overlooked. I rub my head and try desperately to think of something. But there's nothing. Kimiko found out my true identity somehow. A soft sound makes me jump. I lift my head to see Shiki standing in the doorway. Don't sneak up on me like that. I'm sorry. Man, she's so quiet when she walks around. Are you feeling better? Shiki nods her head. Maybe it was just about Tatsumi after all. I want to know what she was going to tell us. I heard Tatsumi come upstairs, so... Oh, right, you were trying to tell me about something when she interrupted. Something about an opportunity, right? She nods again. I pat the couch cushion and she sits alongside me with a bounce. I can tell she's excited despite her stoic expression. Is she that happy to be near me? It's, I smile, gazing into her eyes. A programming competition. Oh? On campus. She looks away shyly. I've seen signs about that. It's this weekend, right? Are you thinking of signing up? Actually, the teacher in charge invited me to join. Although if it's Yuta, I don't know why he would send Shiki a bomb. Whoa, that's awesome. Her computer skills must be top-notch. She blushes and covers her face. But there's a presentation. I'll need to talk in front of everyone. She peeks through her fingers at me. God, she's so freaking cute. Is she asking for help? Shiki always seems scared of making decisions for herself. What should I do? Encourage Shiki to join or leave the decision to her. I'm going to encourage her. Go for it. I'm going to pause this so I can watch the ad. Oh, so it accidentally stopped the recording, because apparently if you put your phone in sleep mode for even a second, it does that. So, yeah. You think I should? More than that, I know she wants to. She just wants someone to tell her to do it. She's probably afraid Tatsumi will say no, but around so many students and teachers, she'll be safe. I'm not sure that's true. Absolutely. You're a great programmer, and this is your chance to show everyone your skills. Plus, it'll be a great experience, and it could even lead to a career down the line. Well... She finally lowers her hands from her face, and I take them in mine, holding them. You really think so? I do, and I'll be right there rooting for you. She gives me a tiny smile that makes my heart flutter. I love seeing that rare smile. It's beautiful. I squeeze her hands tighter, but she doesn't pull away. You really want to do it, don't you? Maybe. But can I really? Of course you can. No, I mean, it's such a big decision. Maybe she's still self-conscious about her interests not matching her image. I mean, I think she kind of looks like a computer girl. This is important. This is something that's important to you, Shiki. If you want to do this, then you need to step forward and follow your heart. Don't worry about what other people think. Even now? What do you mean? You're in danger. Tatsumi would tell me not to go. That's my fault. They're only in danger because of me. I still think you should go for it. I'll protect you, and if Tatsumi gives you a hard time, I'll stand up for you. Her eyes widen. Really? Thank you, Shorty. Makes me happy that you think I should do it. I'm glad. I like seeing this side of Shiki, the part of her willing to speak up for what she wants, to follow her dreams even if it means opposing her sister. I reach up and stroke her hair gently. Her hair is soft as I thread my fingers through it. To my surprise, she leans into my touch. I'll have to talk in front of people, too. Just pretend you're talking to me. She rests her head on my shoulder. Okay. We can practice once you know what you've prepared your... your speech. There's something missing in there somewhere. Thank you. You're amazing. I feel my heart skip a beat. Shiki probably hasn't been encouraged to step outside her comfort zone much. Maybe my words mean more than I realize. No, Shiki, you are. I suddenly find myself leaning in close to her. There's a gap between us, but I'm desperate to close it. Shiki stands up. I'll go send an email to officially sign up. I'm proud of you. She blushes furiously and hurries outside the room. At least one thing is going well. It'll be dangerous, but I'll be right there with her. I won't let anything happen. Watch us, run after a Kimiko lookalike and be like, Yuta, watch Shiki! Because we're dumb. I lay awake staring at the message on my phone. I want to replay, but it could just be one of... I think it's supposed to be reply. I want to reply, but it could just be one of Kimiko's games. I close my eyes. How would it be one of Kimiko's games? Did you get another message? All I can see is Kimiko. I imagine her lips, her smile, her thighs. Imagine her thighs for. What the hell is wrong with me? I toss my phone across the room in frustration. A house full of girls, and all I can think about is her. Was she really trying to help me, or was it a trap? How is she trying to help you? Kimiko. All these purple chairs are throwing me. This is the most low-res looking room. There are more people here than I expected. It's the day of Shiki's competition. Everyone was given a programming challenge, and now they need to present their creations. Most of this stuff goes way over my head, but I'm sure Shiki will do great. At least if the size of this audience doesn't get to her. This is it. How do you feel? Nervous. But good? She tilts her head as she says it, and I can't help but laugh. That's great. You've got this. Thanks. You'd better not sabotage her. She bites her lip and looks around the room. It's just me today. Oh, good. Hmm? She blushes. I mean, it's good you're here. Is that really what she meant? At least she's not upset about Tatsumi not being here. She's too busy with the case to attend. I hope she's not still mad that we decided to do this. She said she'd kill me if anything happens to Shiki. I was surprised about May, though. May said she had something else scheduled, but I still thought she'd find a way to support Shiki. Excuse me, are you Shiki? Yes? Uh-oh. The message just arrived for you. Apparently there's been a mix-up with your registration. Oh no. It says you should go to room 104 to get it sorted out. No! Oh. I'll go right away. She hurries out of the room, her expression even more serious than usual. Protagonist, what are you doing? Yikes, a mix-up right at the last minute, and she's been looking forward to this so much, too. Here's hoping she can get it straightened out. This idiot. I sit down with the rest of the audience and stretch. Go get her! Some time passes. Shiki doesn't return. It doesn't take long for me to get a really bad feeling about this. Maybe I should have followed just in case, especially since I promised to protect her. Yes, you should have. My stomach turns with anxiety, and I hurry over to the student who gave her the message. Hey, who gave you that message for Shiki? Huh? Some student. I don't know who they were. Was it a man? Then you don't know if there really was a mix-up? What, you think someone is trying to sabotage her entry? Sabotage is the least of my concerns right now. Room 104, right? I race out of the room. If Yuta really is the Yandere, and again, I'm pretty sure he is, and he's messing with Shiki, like, that ticks me off. Don't pretend you care about her and hurt her. I burst through the door into room 104. A man has Shiki cornered with a knife in his hand, back turned. From the looks of the room, she's put up quite a struggle before it reaches point. You go, Shiki! I charge forward and tackle him from behind. Oof! Get away from her! I slammed the man against the wall and forced the knife from his hands. Shiki, are you okay? Yes. She creeps forward and grabs the knife. Atta girl, Shiki! Her hands shake as she holds it in front of her. What should I say? Call campus security or go give your presentation. Call campus security. Call campus security. Okay. Each classroom has a phone with an internal line. She picks up the phone and calls security to explain the situation. We'll need the police eventually, but this is a good first step. I can't believe this happened. I promised to watch over Shiki, but I let her walk straight into a trap. While she tells them what happened, I focus on the man I have pinned. You have 5 minutes to tell me what's going on. Someone paid him. We'll talk, okay? I've got no loyalty to her. So it was a girl, or was it a message? Her? The chick who hired me. Then this was a trap set by Kimiko? What did she tell you to do? All I had to do was wait here until that girl showed up and then scare her. I didn't have to hurt her as long as I roughed her up a bit. Roughed her up a bit? I swear, if this is freaking Yuta, we're gonna rough him up a bit. Because it's bad enough if you're hurting this girl you claim to love in any way, but a man beating up on a defenseless woman, it doesn't sit well with me. This was supposed to be an easy job. Sorry, pal, but I have zero sympathy for you. I'm just glad I was able to get here in time to save Shiki. But this was a close one. If I'd been just a little slower. I shudder. It's hard not to worry that next time I might not be so lucky. How you feel about this, officers? After the competition, we return home with no choice but to inform Tatsumi about the situation. She slams her fist against the wall. My own sister, attacked on campus. Worse, we didn't learn anything useful. You're telling me Kimiko covered her face, so all the killer can say is that it was a woman's voice? Right, and the student who brought the message to the presentation hall seemed innocent. So that it had a female voice is interesting, unless Yuta does know Kimiko and is having her play a part. Right, and the student who brought the message to the presentation hall seemed innocent. He got back to his desk and found a note waiting for him. So all we know is that Kimiko has enough resources to hire a thug. Tatsumi seized with anger. She's starting to lose it. I can't blame her. And you. She points at me and I wince. Uh-oh. You promised nothing would happen. You swore you'd keep Shiki safe. I'm sorry, I screwed up. Yes, you did. No kidding. It won't happen next time. There won't be a next time. She storms off towards the stairs. Where are you going? To re-examine this case and find a way to stop this maniac before someone dies. She takes another half step, but then whirls toward us again. None of you are going to class anymore either. In fact, I don't want any of you leaving without telling me where you're going. Then she disappears up the stairs. Stomping footsteps and slamming doors suggest she's taking out her rage at Kimiko on the house. Shiki lowers her head. Shiki, without a word, Shiki trudges upstairs after her sister. Man, she finally took a step towards greater freedom, but now Tatsumi is clamped down harder than ever. If only I'd gone with Shiki when she got that message. This is all my fault. I'm sorry, Shorty. If I was there, maybe I could have helped. Now poor May is blaming herself. There was nothing you could have done. I just can't believe it's this dangerous. Her voice shakes and tears well up in her eyes. I want this all to be over, Shorty. I want it to end. She rushes toward me and clutches my arm, sobbing. I'm so scared all the time now. Please, Shorty, I... It's so hard to see May like this. She used to be so energetic and full of life. Now she lives in constant worry and fear. We all do. I need to make this right again. Starting with May. What should I do? Oh, Gems! Hold May or leave her alone. Gotta hold May. I wrap my arms around May and hold her close. It's okay. We'll stop Kimiko, I promise. Will we? She lifts her head to look into my eyes. Do you really believe that? Yeah, and until then I'll protect you. She sniffles and clings to me. I feel bad. Shiki was attacked, but I'm the one falling to pieces. It's silly, isn't it? Of course not. Come on, let's sit down. I guide May over to the couch and we sit down together. She doesn't move from my embrace and I continue to hold her. This is the one thing I'll miss. I look at her, uncertain what she means. She picks up on confused expression. Being close to you like this. My heart pounds, my mouth goes dry. It doesn't have to end. Really? Yeah. Then you like it too? You like holding me? Of course I do. They always have these protagonists being so flirty with girls. And like, we're making too many promises here. The words are barely a whisper, but I tighten my arms around her to emphasize them. I'd miss this too. I'm so glad. She looks into my eyes. Even though she was crying just moments ago, she somehow looks more beautiful than ever. You always were special to me, Shorty. More than just friends, I mean. Wait, what? What did you think she meant? I was? Didn't you notice? Well, not until recently, at least. I knew it. She laughed softly as though her earlier distress is already forgotten. I realized you were oblivious, that I'd have to try harder. Is she confessing right now? My heart pounds harder. May. She presses her finger against my lips and leans up, kissing my cheek gently. The contact sends a jolt through me. Her lips are so soft. A part of me once more. Don't say anything right now. Let me enjoy this moment. I smile and silently hold her close. It's hard to understand how she's feeling. She could see me as a brother. Yeah, you know, who doesn't kiss their brother like that? But I can't deny that my own feelings have been growing for her lately. I decided to just enjoy this peaceful moment while it lasts. What was that weird fade to black thing? We sit together as the evening stretches into night, and at last May moves. I guess we should get some sleep. Good night, Shorty. Good night, May. I watch her quietly as she leaves the room. I probably should get some sleep. Wow, is this your pajamas? I stand up just as Tatsumi walks in. My breath catches in my throat. Tatsumi's dressed for bed too, and I realize it's the first time I've seen her in her pajamas. You say pajamas, she's just wearing a shirt. She has got no pants on. The effect is dazzling. I blush, tongue-tied. It's no good. All the jokes and compliments I might say are getting jumbled up. Looking for me? It's not as smooth as I would like, but Tatsumi doesn't seem to notice. She stares at me silently, her expression troubled. Listen, I'm sorry about earlier. Huh? I know you didn't intentionally put Shiki in danger. You even risked your lone life to save her. That's a relief. I'm glad she came to her senses. I'd do it again if I had to. What? What? I thought you'd be happy about that. I don't want either of you putting your lives in danger, you idiot. Especially... She starts to say something but turns away. Never mind. My face heats up. Oh, is Tatsumi actually worried about me? Is her fury about us being in danger more about me than about Shiki? I doubt that. No way. Tatsumi loves Shiki. I'm not that special to her. Still, I can see her trying to hide her blush. Anyway, I've been thinking everything over. Her voice grows heavy. Whether she's secretly Kimiko herself or merely an accomplice, I don't know yet. Are they going to suspect May? Either way, you must have been betrayed by someone close to you. Someone who knows your true identity. I take a step back. The implication drives all other thoughts from my mind. No. Only one person knew your secret. Her words turn my blood to ice. I think May has betrayed you. It's not possible. May is my best friend. She wouldn't betray me. There can't possibly be any truth in Tatsumi's theory. Are we ending a chapter with no questions? Oh, distress Shiki. I feel like this would have been a good spot for the Yandere May image. Oh no, there's a shadow. So, are you with me on the Yuta train? Do you think May is involved? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!